What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today is August the 5th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data, we just had balance of trade, came in better than anticipated. So that's always a good thing. Of course, if it was to be negative, I would have anticipated Trump to be very active, more than what he already is this morning. So he woke up very early talking about tariffs, both with India and also Europe. And then he's kind of talking about the Fed chair. So he's wide range of topics this morning. And so nothing of which, in my opinion, that's really disrupting the broader market. But if balance of trade was to come in negative, then most likely he would have been kind of shitting all over the market. But pardon my French on a side note. But aside from that, though, futures are looking pretty good. Dow is up 0.13, S&P up 0.21, and NASDAQ up 0.31. Market's also digesting Palantir's earnings. So it goes to show another company out there can kick ass, take names. So definitely good to see as far as that. Right now, though, SoFi is up 1.42%. Piggybacking off of the broader market. Shorts, 10.3% of the free float is being shorted. I do anticipate them to continue to return over the next little bit, because even today there's no main reason for them to double down, nor this whole week. So I think in reality over the next couple months, it will go down to probably between that 6 to 8% range. So that could add a certain level of buying pressure. So really help SoFi maybe even move higher than where it has been. Aside from that though, with it at 22.12, it is trading between these 2 points. So this pivot and this S1. So as far as today, 22.26 is going to be that key point to really get over. If so, then you'll have it kind of trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 24 will be in range. Aside from that, 20.47 is going to be the next strong support. And like I said, there's not really that much negative things coming out that could disrupt SoFi, for instance, and bring it to that S1. So most likely over the next couple of trading days, you will see SoFi really move higher and retest that R1. So 24.04 going to be the good target. Opendoor, they do have their earnings after hours today. It is up slightly, but this stock's been one crazy ride all over the place. Shareholder meeting gets adjourned, gets canceled. It's all over the place. Short's been kind of trying to digest everything. So they have returned quite a lot over the last several trading days, causing it to get from 34 to 29, but still a lot of people are saying that their upcoming earnings, if positive, and so far based on the estimates, it looks like analysts are optimistic about it, then you could see a little bit of a squeeze. So negative 2 cents for the earnings per share, 1.5 billion for the revenue over the last 90 days, 5 positive, 0 negative revisions to the earnings per share, but still a lot of shares are being shorted, 194.08 million. So definitely something to keep in mind. So if you're into squeeze plays, day trades, this one will be fairly active today. And if you are wanting to trade it, just with it right now at 248, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 222 is going to be a strong support, 258, 280, and then 315 is going to be the next strong target / resistance points. Moving on from here, Palantir is getting a lot of volume because of their earnings. And then aside from that, shorts, 2.49% of the free float is being shorted, which works out to be 54.32 million shares overall being shorted. And this is something I've mentioned in the past, like Palantir, despite the crazy high multiple that it does have, shorts are not bold enough to double down, because every time they've done that, Palantir just consistently kicks ass and pretty much bankrupts shorts. So it's interesting to see that shorts, despite it being at all-time highs, shorts aren't doing anything. So kind of interesting to see that. But right now with that 171, it is trading between this R3 and this R2. So 169 is going to be a strong support that you really want to watch for Palantir to hold today. 161 is going to be the following one. So 169 and 161. Flip side, 181 is going to be that next strong target / resistance point. So might not be touched today, but over the next couple of trading days, that's going to be the next target for Palantir. Moving on, ticker's AIP. So it is up 61.8% because of this. So it looks like they are working with AMD on AI chiplet designs. So this is causing it to go up quite significantly. 3.56% of the free float is being shorted. I know that doesn't sound like much, but normally it's roughly around 1%. So shorts have like tripled down over the last, looks like month and a half. So somewhat overextended. So that could be today, might be that point that they do return a significant amount, so causing it to go up even further. And with that said, right now with that 1523, it is above all the key fib levels. So we can kind of move over to the classic. 2099 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. Not saying that will touch today, because that, in my opinion, is a little bit far-fetched, but just watch for that 1512 to hold today. And if it does, then most likely over the next couple of trading days, you will see this R3 hit. So yeah, definitely this one's going to be another good swing / day trade. And then last but not least, ticker's AUUD. It is up 17.89% because of this. So they announced a non-binding letter of intent of business combination and restructuring with this 𝗪𝗓𝗓 Holdings, if I'm saying that right, which is a privately held company. But nonetheless, it seems pretty interesting. Big money definitely seems to like it this morning. One thing to take note of though is that this is simply just a letter of intent. So don't go YOLOing into this stock. Things could go askew, if that kind of makes sense, because over the last 1 year, down 74.83%. So I've seen a lot of companies that do this type of action, which usually results in nothing. So again, you do whatever floats your boat. If you want to YOLO or do whatever, then so be it, but just tread with caution. 7.92% of the free float is being shorted, and you can kind of see based on this bluish line, shorts haven't really done anything over the last several months. They've been just kind of maintaining this range. Right now, though, with 560, it is right below this R3. So trading between this R3 and this R2, 523 is going to be a strong support, followed by 497. Flip side, 564, and then 673 is going to be the next strong target / resistance points. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. What are you buying? What are you selling? One final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.